What is going on, everyone? This is Ivan, and welcome back to the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we're taking the Zooz Ultra Urban 750 that's been modified with the Handlworks controller mod, and we are doing a full Commute experience video. Electric Wednesday just finished here in Financial District, Manhattan, so we're going to make our way up to Midtown using the West Side bike path. And from there, we're going to take the 59th Street Bridge into Queens, where we live. This video is going to be a ton of fun because you're going to get a chance to see what it's like to navigate a city like New York on an e-bike while watching me deal with the brutal cold and the dangers of night riding. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, it's good to have you back. Just like every full Commute experience video, I want to go over a few things just so you know what to expect from this video. Down below, you're going to see chapters. I get that a video like this is a longer time commitment, so hopefully the chapters will make it easier for you to navigate and then revisit your favorite parts. In my pocket over here in my phone, I had the Relive app running. That means at the end of this video, I'm going to play a recap that's going to show you the route that we took, as well as some of the fun stats that were generated on this ride. And since this is a full Commute experience video, we are going to keep everything intact. I want to give you as immersive of a ride as possible, so all the stops like this, all the mistakes, and all the craziness will be captured and will be basically pretty much unedited. But that also means I don't have any talking points or scripts planned for this one, so we're going to kind of cycle between play-by-play commentary on what's going on, and then possibly some storytelling. But before we get completely settled in over here, just a quick reminder that I am affiliated with these following companies. If you want to support the channel, please use the links and the codes down in the video's description. Just as a heads up, if you do end up purchasing and using those coupon codes, you will generate a small commission for the channel that will help me with operating costs while also saving yourself some money. So I appreciate it, and it's a win-win for all of us. Well, with all that said, now we can focus a little bit more on this ride. So we're taking this bike path because we're gonna move that to mode 2. You're gonna hear in my voice that I sound a little bit winded and I sound a little bit out of it. That's because I got a little injury at work where I hurt my ribs and I hurt my lat over here on the right side, and just breathing and talking hurts a lot. Thankfully, nothing is really going bad there, but that coupled with the cold makes it really difficult to kind of manage the talking and the riding. But that's okay. We're gonna enjoy this for what we can. And you're probably wondering, like, but Ivan, if you're in so much pain and you're so uncomfortable, why are you recording? That is an excellent question, young Padawan. That is because for me, I've been having some issues with my Insta360's memory card. I don't know what it is about it, but this wasn't the video, again, planned for this week. So I had to kind of re-record and kind of pivot again because my memory card did that thing where it was like data got corrupted. So I actually do not have any of the footage that I recorded earlier in this week. So that's like kind of 2 recording sessions gone. So instead of being kind of like 2 weeks ahead in terms of like the release schedule, I'm back to kind of being behind the 8 ball here, which is a bit of a pain, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, basically I'm using the 512 gigabyte Insta360 Extreme SanDisk memory cards for the X4, which is basically designed for this kind of like high-speed data recording. But for some reason, if it doesn't corrupt my data, it'll shut down my camera. And you know, my thing is like, what's the point of buying a 512 gigabyte memory card if it stops recording at like 60 gigabytes? Because these video files are huge. So I've been looking through the forums trying to find a way to solve this, but apparently there really is no real solution, and people are just kind of experiencing it. It's not the extreme cold, it's not the extreme heat, so it's got to be the memory card, right? Because I did a ride in a wind chill of what, -20, and today, look at that, that's New Jersey over there. It's 20 degrees right now, so that means the wind chill when we're at speed is probably going to be about, let's just say 0 degrees or 3 degrees. So it's cold, but you know, it's still manageable. But I gotta constantly like right now, like at the next light, I had to pull over actually here to make sure that there's nothing wrong and I'm still recording. So as much as I kind of want to enjoy this ride, I'm a little paranoid with my camera. So again, my apologies if I sound a little winded and if I sound a little kind of like down because of the camera issues. I'm in the process of saving up for possibly the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Even though I am an affiliate of Insta360, that doesn't mean that I get a discount, or I don't even get equipment for free. I actually have to pay for all of my cameras using my channel revenue and my commissions from the affiliate link. So currently all the funds being used for used up by the MacBook Pro, and then tax season coming up here where we're probably going to owe a ton of money. We're just going to kind of wait a little bit here. But we've actually started crossing into, I believe this is like the Hudson Yards area now. So what you're going to see is, as we're going up this west side bike path, outside of kind of like the depressing notes here, this west side bike path is considered one of New York City's greenways. So it's kind of like an expressway for bikes. I don't usually like taking this route because it's so congested, but because it's pretty late at night, it's pretty open, but you get to see kind of cool things like this. I don't know if my camera can pick this up, but these are like the tiny floating little islands that they have here. It's called the Little Island area, so they call it kind of like the billionaire's playground, which is, I mean, they're not wrong. And then over here on the right is where we usually end our Super73 rides at Artichoke Pizza. The speed limit here on this bike path is 28 miles an hour, so we're gonna respect that. That's why we're staying in mode 2 here. But also, again, I'm not as responsive as usual and kind of feeling like pins and needles on my right arm here, which is my throttle and braking hand. So we're taking it easy. Our goal is to, yes, make a cool video, but we also want to get home in one piece. Chelsea Piers is really fun here. I grew up on the driving range there and the batting cages there. We also played a little bit of hockey in this area here, so yeah, really cool. Sports in New York are expensive. It's a huge luxury, but growing up, you know, we spent some of the little bit of extra funds that we had on some of my sports, so this was a ton of fun. I have some very fond memories from my childhood here, but this is also one of the reasons why you want to take it easy on these bike paths, because you end up with crazy city bikers and then pedestrians walking. But yeah, it is what it is. That's, I guess, gonna be the theme of being on here, is it is what it is. But see, we've already made it pretty far without stopping, so even though we're not blasting it like we normally do, because this is kind of like pretty open, the bike path still feels more like a super highway instead of a craziness with the streets. And speaking of that, it seems like we've got some regulations coming our way here in New York City. Last year, they introduced a bill that would kind of force you to register your high-powered PEVs at mopeds and things like that. And then also, they're kind of, just like California, they're starting to define the class 2, class 3, class 4, and all that usage laws here. We'll kind of, I guess, go over that in the video if that's something that you guys want me to go over, but I wouldn't mind if they said, okay, we're going to limit you to class 2, class 3. You can't go over 28 miles an hour. But if you kind of expect me to keep up over there with traffic without a bike lane like this, then you end up with a more dangerous situation for us. But then it's like those guys on the delivery mopeds that kind of ruin it all for us here. But you know, you just kind of do what you can. But yeah, so I don't mind if they say that and then they give us more stuff like this where it's like a super highway for us. Then cool, yeah, absolutely, I don't mind you reducing the speed, but you know, you got to kind of make these investments if you're going to request for things like that from us. Also, quick little note here on the right, this is Hudson Yards. That's the vessel that you've seen, and then the Empire State Building kind of peeking through. This was my stomping grounds for a while. I worked in Hudson Yards for quite a long time there, and then you have Jacob Javits Center over there where the convention center is happening. So I guess I'll give you guys a little tour while, see, again, because I feel safe and I can kind of chill away from the crazy New York City traffic, I feel much safer kind of doing this. Oh, look, guys, there's Jacob Javits Center. This is where we do the conventions, blah, 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 blah. I worked here as a convention handler, blah, blah, blah. I've done exhibits. And then over here on the left, you have where the e-skate guys and the unicycle guys set up their kind of intro to speed like they have in California. So Pier 76 is this huge open cement playground. As you can see, there's like basically huge amounts of space there for people to be able to kind of skate comfortably on very, very smooth roads. So yeah, you know, cool stuff. So if you give us the infrastructure, I'm happy to comply. But for now, you know, we just kind of we'll work with it. We'll figure it out. The Zooz we'll be okay. I did have some plans to upgrade the Super73 to a high output 60 volt 20 amp hour battery with a back 2000. That's kind of on hold. I told Harrison and the team at Handlworks that we'll figure that out when the time comes, but ooh, there's an iceberg. It's like Titanic. But yeah, we'll kind of figure that out. But yeah, no rush. I know Harrison's always like, oh, whenever you can, but you know, I really want to do that conversion. Ever since I got to experience that 60 volt back 2000 tuning that he had in California, I'm like, oh my god, this is what the Super 73 is going to feel like. This is going to be so epic. Because as I was talking to Harrison, apparently, don't quote me on this yet, because I don't know if this is, actually, I heard something fall. Is that my wallet? No, okay. Mode 1 is, okay, I guess we'll go. Mode 1 is class 2, so 20 miles an hour. Mode 2 is class 3, 28 miles an hour, and then mode 3 is going to be unlimited mode, so it's whatever the motor and the battery can do. And USS Intrepid Naval Museum is here, so you take that little strip, that little bridge, and then you bring it over to the USS Intrepid. Isn't this fun? Do you guys feel like you're on a little Ivan Rides tour of New York City here? Have Kids Week. I freak out with these metal things here because as a kid, sorry, my ADD. As a kid, my fingers kind of got slammed on the bike. So basically what happened as a kid was my hand got popped against the, like, one of those types of things, and I thought I fractured it, but I didn't. As a kid, you know, you heal very quickly, but still, like, ugh. To this day, 30 something years later, it still freaks me out to be able to kind of just pass through like that. So what we're gonna do here is we basically took this all the way from Lower Manhattan, which is where there are no numbers, all the way up to 51st Street. And from here, we're gonna actually cut across. You see, it says East Side. We're gonna cut across here. We're gonna use the pedestrian light to kind of get us to the other side over here where the Hustlers Club is, or Hustler Club is, and then we're going to kind of make our way to the east side where the bridge is. Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. So let's see. Maybe we can cut across this way. Yeah. Let's go this way. Now that we're no longer here, now we can open it up a little bit. You're going to see tons of actually voltage sag. Ow. Because the cold doesn't really treat the batteries very well. So the controller kind of pulls very hard and dumps all those electrons into the motor, and basically these stock batteries can't really keep up with it. So we make do with it. This is 52nd Street. I didn't necessarily pick this for any particular reason. It's just that was the first turn, and we're using the pedestrian signal here to cross because that's what we bikes use to get across. And now we just got to kind of be careful because potholes, and we don't want to wipe out But other than that, it looks like this is going to kind of send us through. Ooh, pedestrians. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, look at the size of these potholes. Nope. Going around that. Yeah, no rhyme or reason as to why we went this way. We just kind of ended up taking that first turn. But I guess it looks like it's going to give us a pretty cool view here. But we're going to take this basically until we get to, let's see here, until Madison Avenue. And then maybe we'll go up Madison Avenue, or maybe we'll go up Park Avenue. We'll see. And if I'm just kind of rambling, again, I'm sorry. When my thing as a long-time sales professional, the biggest hurdle that I had to overcome was trying to fill the emptiness with quips and jokes and stuff like that, because I get nervous. Ow. Now I'm trying to also, like, distract myself from the pain of the rib and the lat. What is this? Kind of look like J. Cole. oh, glass. We avoid glass. Okay. So, how to look over that one. But yeah, trying to fill that. I'm trying to distract myself a little bit here. Oh my god, you gotta stretch that out a little bit. I feel that in my lat and my rib. Oof, I might need to take like a couple of days off from riding. As much as I hate taking the subway, I think, that's I hope that's not a tear. Doesn't feel like one. I've had a few tears in my life, and that does not feel like a tear. Oof. Sir, what are we doing? Don't put your hazards on, man. Come on. What are we doing here, man? Oh, I hope I have my settings correct, because this might be blowing out the settings. Is this still on? Yeah. Is that able to record? Oh, I don't know. Well, if it's blown out, it's blown out. Sorry, y'all. I'm not sure if I set the settings properly on this one. Again, a little out of it, from the fatigue of work, and also, that's where the asteroid from Armageddon fell. Jesus Christ. Yeah, distracting myself, but gotta figure that out with my side here. I think we are now at the halfway point of the video, so I think this is going to be a good time to say, if you like this style of content and you still want to see the full Commute Experience series continue into 2025 and beyond, please consider giving the video a thumbs up, as it really helps out the channel. Jesus. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the route that we took, or about the build, or anything like that. But if you just want to say hi, also, you're welcome to come say hi on the channel. And yeah, if you like the content and you want to continue supporting the channel, a great way to do that is to subscribe. There's going to be a logo here on the bottom right. If you click on that logo, you'll get to subscribe to the channel, but just be sure to turn on that bell notification so that I can notify, that hurt. I can notify you anytime a video comes out. I do e-scooter, e-bike, and e-skate videos every week, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern, and then also shorts are released Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. For those of you guys that are part of my long form subscription, awesome, thank you. The shorts are gonna stay for a little bit here until we kind of, see how that really plays out. Oh, jeez. How long have we been recording? It feels like it's been a while. You know what? We're going to take Madison Avenue. We're going to end up going this way. And we'll go up Park. Oh, man. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. I think a little bit of stretching, a little bit of rest, and some painkillers will do me some good over here. We're gonna follow the signal for the crosswalk here for the pedestrians, not the green light. So completely different way. And then now we're back to our usual route. On the morning commutes that I do when we're cutting across 53rd Street, this is the area where we'll usually cut through. And then over there where those Christmas lights are, I don't know if you can see it, it's where I usually end the videos. So from here on out, we're just kind of reverse engineering how we're going to get back to 59th Street Bridge, but we're gonna go up the usual route here of 62nd and then okay. Oh, gigantic potholes, jeez. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, subscribe and thank you for your support. And from here on out, we'll just go back to focusing on the route here. I can see that my battery is getting killed. This 10-mile route is gonna be brutal on the battery along with this cold, so a little bit tougher. You know what? I'm gonna follow that guy. If he's gonna go, I'm gonna go. Whew. Can't wait to rest a little bit here. So yeah, other than that, it's been a very long week for me. It's been really tough. I am acting management here for the last couple of weeks, so it is the hours are more tough, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for the job, right? I hear a motorcycle. We're gonna make this left here, and then once we get to 62nd, we'll make a right again. I can't Actually, can I share the road? Okay, I'll go up this way. I can't keep going straight there because that's going to send me onto the high-speed road, so we're just going to kind of take advantage of these lights and get around. Again, this is your first time seeing this. I explain this in every video. We filter to the front because you'll never know when a car is going to come up behind you and you'll end up as a car sandwich. We see it a lot, hear it a lot, so we just kind of filter up, whether you're on a bike or motorcycle. Everyone just kind of see, like this guy, we all just filter to the front. Yes, there's less cars at night, but it's something that we just do all the time, so yep. This bus, okay, we'll just kind of stay behind this bus and then we'll make this next right. Oh, crater-sized potholes. Actually, I've been meaning to ask you guys here. For those of you that have been long-time fans of the channel, road closed. Why is the road closed? Okay. We'll cut through here. Benefits of e-bikes. Road's closed, we can still go. With the Super73 stuff, I've been meaning to ask you, how do you feel about the Super73 getting modded to something much more high spec than it is now? I know it's going to be pretty split because some of you guys like the slower paced content, some of you like the faster paced videos. Yeah, how do you feel about that? I think I can get away with like kind of stripping down the styling, so we're going to lose kind of the Super73 signature look because we're going to switch to kind of one battery and then less panel work, so it's going to look much more stripped down, but it's going to be a higher performance. Let me know what you think. I was kind of having this conversation with some of my buddies at Electric Wednesday today. Someone kind of made the comment that I've been a lot more tame and less assertive or aggressive as a rider this past year, and they were just like, what gives, man? Death kind of changes your perspective on a lot of these things, and I always tell y'all, in the comment section, at the speeds that we all go at, life-changing things can happen at the blink of an eye on these PEVs. Even something like the Zooz, a 36 mile per hour e-bike, 28 mile per hour class 2, or 20 miles an hour. My hand was fractured at less than 12 miles an hour, so know what I mean? And with my friend passing away this past year, it kind of, my perspective on aggressive riding has changed. I'm much less likely to take those types of risks. And the crazy thing is, like, when he had his accident, this is basically what I was telling the guys at Electric Wednesday. When he had his accident, it wasn't even his fault. He was a truck came from the far lane, crossed over into him because the person was trying to not miss an exit. So they just kind of was just like, here, I'm turning here, I'm gonna go. So even if you are careful, I get that it's possible that stuff may still happen, but yeah, so just kind of thinking about stuff like that and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to ride. So with that said, with the upgrade on the Super 73, it's gonna be much less of a class 2, class 3 cruiser, and it's going to be more like a high performance cruiser with class 2, class 3 capabilities. So yeah, I'm not sure there. So, you know, it's that whole duality, right? You know, I loved how the P51 felt. I loved how that S2 rode at the Handlworks with the 60 volt mod and the back 2000, but I'm also a much more conservative rider. So let me know what you think. And I'm probably still gonna go ahead and do it, but we'll see. Again, like I was saying earlier, we still have tax season coming up and medical expenses and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. And then okay, look at that. We're already at Long Island City. Pretty quick for a chill ride, right? But yeah, you know, on top of everything else, I've also been kind of thinking about like having a family. You know, for many years I didn't want one, but now I'm kind of like, yeah, that would be pretty dope. You know, you start kind of thinking about like legacy, right? There's gotta be more to life than just going to work, accomplishing goals, and kind of like for yourself, right? There's got to be something greater. So with that kind of train of thought, I've been like, yeah, just a lot more calm, a lot more chill with the riding. And plus, right, there's plenty of channels out there if you want to watch crazy lane splitting, if you want to watch like hooliganry. I've always talked about it in my videos in the past that this channel, if you wanted hooliganry, you're not necessarily subscribed to the Ivan Rides channel because of the hooliganry. There's literally barely any hooliganry going on over here. There's no wheelies, there's barely any like craziness going on, right? So pretty tame, but still aggressive in our own right. But yeah, just kind of thinking out loud, y'all. Thinking out loud. My visor's fogging up like crazy over here. Still recording, and we're at 47 volts. Sheesh, it is pretty hard to breathe. I promise I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm just losing my voice from a long day of meetings, and then losing my breath from the pain on the side. So you know what, we're gonna take the bike lane over here. So you notice we're not pedaling as much as we did when we were on the Greenway. The Greenway can be super shady, and next thing you know, there could be like a checkpoint there, and if you're blasting through it, and again, if you're blasting through that Greenway, yeah, I hope you get fined, you know? Like, can't be doing crazy speeds, especially when it's packed. Oh. So this is probably going to be the last topic before we call it a day here. We were just talking about things that kind of like set us off, and I kind of caught myself sounding like a Karen there for a second, and I'm sorry if your name is Karen. It's 2025 and the figure of speech is Karen, right? So I kind of caught myself there complaining about some of the videos that I see where these guys will take, like, whether it's a class 2, class 3 e-bike or e-motos. What the hell? Yeah, and they'll go into like a densely populated area, and then they'll basically do high-speed maneuvering, and they'll do wheelies through a mob of people. Like, for example, like, it could be a crowded boardwalk on the beach, and you're doing wheelies through it. Like, you know, like, we're already having problems in California with perception. We're having problems here in New York City with perception. And not everyone is, oh, if a cop shows up, you just run. Yeah. What are you going to do if you get caught? I, for one, do not want a knee on my head, you know? So, all for an e-bike? Yeah. So just things like that. We were just kind of talking about that, and we were just like, what triggers us? And we were all just kind of like, yeah, in agreement. Like, yes, it's cool. Yes, we love seeing the stunters do their thing. It's freaking awesome, right? It's an art. But at the end of the day, you can't put the general public at risk for the views, the likes, for the subscriptions, and for the clout or the notoriety of doing that, right? Like, this lady's looking the wrong way. It's a two-way street. And you're coming out, and she looks that way first, when this here is going to be the first form. Whatever. What do I know? But see, I'm getting all like worked up over here now because, you know, we were thinking about that. But yeah, time and a place, do it safely, and don't take the community out with you because you want that notoriety, right? Like, some of us just when I get to work. Some of us really enjoy this as our hobby. Some of us, this is our like outlet. So yeah, man, like chill, right? Chill. But with that said, thank you for coming along. We've now approached the end, or we're now approaching the end of this ride. 10 miles down and another couple more to go here. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for listening to me rant. I hope I didn't sound too crazy. I hope I didn't sound like I was just venting and complaining. That felt more like a conversation, but I do get it. So yeah, thank you for your support. If all goes well, we should have a pretty dope video next week where we'll have some speed testing going on. But let's see if did the camera hold up? Yes, it did. So yeah, thank you, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, everyone. Bye. I'll play the recap now.